Hello everyone, this is a video about this RayBan sunglasses. It's about being fake or not, and this is a comparison here that I have two of them. One of them, the box is rather a little bit battered, but the case and everything is intact, no damage whatsoever. It's just the box that is coming, cardboard box that is coming with it. And this one is just in blue, and this is the fake one, and this is the real one, genuine one. And I just put it here for you, two of them together, just to demonstrate how you can recognize which one is which. So this battered one is original, this one is the just in blue. So first look at the boxes first. So this is the genuine box, and as you see there is some sort of pattern to it. It's like, you know, a creased up pattern, and if you touch it you can feel the pattern. That is not smooth cardboard or a smooth surface, and you can see a little bit of that pattern that I'm talking about on the RayBan logo and the background of the red. And so ignore all of this, and then we are going to see what else is going to be different. And here, if you look at it, it's just smooth, no sort of pattern, and that's really it. And if you look at here, some of these barcodes, they are not showing what they're supposed to show. For instance, they are using the logo, the QR code for the RayBan, which is everywhere, and then here is the address of the RayBan, and here is the model of the RayBan, and it says made in Italy, but there is no address in there. Okay, but the other one, let me just open it because the sticker is it had came off. Anyway, the next stage maybe is the same that I'm going to show you. Here is what was attached to the side of this RayBan, to the bottom of this RayBan. Each of them, it corresponds with the address and, you know, the barcode. And here you can see, let me just see, and here you see the address, Milano, made in Italy, and all of that. And this is the model number, and that one is the address, and this is the QR code for the RayBan to realize which one is this one. And if you scan this QR code, it doesn't show anything whatsoever. And while I'm here, I'm just showing it to you. Let me just see if I can reveal the bottom of this, and then I'm afraid I have to open this to show you the address. that it comes with it. If you notice at the bottom of here, you can see the address. This is the original one. Yeah, and then there was some sort of tag because this one is polarized and this was stuck into the lens. So I just put this aside and then I just sort it out later. Now that I have done that, let's look at the fake one. And the person who I bought this on eBay, and I talk about the price as well, told me that, you know, we have no coral return and you can do that, no problem. But that is not good enough. I have to first expose them and then do that. And if you look at it right now, let me just put this aside and show it to you here. You see the RayBan and RayBan, everything is the same. But the bottom of it, it says rayban.com, and here is Luxottica and then the address. But here, everything else for you, this one is genuine, this one is not. And look at the border, the white border around it is different. And the cloth that you are cleaning your lenses with it, both of them, they are brand new. And if you look at this one, is a little bit shorter than this one. This one is narrow and long. This one is thicker and shorter. So now I put this here, and then look at these two cases. These two cases, they are identical. I had showed this fake one to a RayBan authorized seller, and they told me that this one is, although that is fake, but is a very, very good fake, because I'm gonna explain it to you later on. In everything that I'm telling you right now is about what I'm going to explain later on. So if you look at the case here, you can see the pattern on the leather is much more prominent, and on this one is flatter. Can you see the pattern here and here? They are different. This is something that you can see the pattern of the leather, but this one is like, you know, ironed up the pattern, but it's not really. And then when you look at it closer, you can see that this one is thicker and this one is thinner. All the text, all the coloring, gold circle here, everything on here is thicker than here. I'm just staying quiet for you to look at it. And this is said 100% UV, and can you see this is much more finer than that one, and here as well. The text is not the same, and the texture is not the same. This one is real, this one is not. Anyhow, and then we are going to the inside and the stitches. If you look at here, you can see the stitches. you can see the seam here, and the stitches, they are much more finer and regular, and on this one they are much more thicker, and the seam here is somehow a lot thinner than here. And that's one of them. And then when you go to inside the case, I don't know if you can see it. Let me just get this one out. This is the original and is much more thicker. I don't know if you can see the inside. And is just the velvety piece of this feeling of this is much more thicker than this. This is thin, but this one is much more thicker. Let me see if I can show you the thickness of these two. The top one is the original and the bottom one is the fake. So is really shows. And even if you don't know which one is fake, which one is not, as soon as you shine a light on it, you can see that this one, the pattern, is much more prominent, and this one is much more ironed out. And then everything else is the same. The bottom here is the same. And then we are going to the glosses. This is the blue one, and then this is rather very, very hard, and is somehow is as if is it feels that is rusty when you are opening it, but when you are doing this is the Mayfarer, and somehow is very smooth when you are opening it. Let me just see. When you are opening it, is very smooth, but still very hard to open and close. Not very hard, but it's hard. And then the mat, you can see the mat here, and you can see the mat here. The logos, I don't know if you can see it. The dot in the center and the thickness of the logo. And then we are going to the hinges. The hinges, the screw of the hinge, supposed to be round on the top, as you see here. But here, the fake one is flat. And look at the gap in here. I opened it totally, but it's not really lining up. And there is a gap there. I'll show you on the original one. Look at the gap. Can you see that? Is just, there is no gap whatsoever between the handle and the frame. So now you know these things, and then we are going to the RayBan side, the RayBan logo. This one obviously is polarized. Well, look at the RayBan logo there. is very crisp, very sharp. And let's look at the fake one. Is very thick and not really as it's supposed to be. And then another thing, the writings on the handle, let me just fold this. Can you see how faint is that? That is made in Italy, yeah? How faint is that? And the RayBan logo and everything. Now let's have a look at the original. Can you see how prominent is that? Apart from this polarized part, can you see there is no way that you cannot read this? And I'll show you on the fake one immediately. Can you see how faint is that? And then on the other side is the same. This one obviously is going back, but I'm going to expose this seller because he had told me that this is definitely genuine. I had several correspondence with this, and I explained that I showed it to someone that is authorized RayBan dealer. Can you see how easily you can read that? And now look at this one. Can you see how faint is that? Anyhow, this is another part, and then we go to the etching. I don't know how I can show you that etching. Can you see how prominent is that etching? And then the R connects to B from the center. Look, once more. Can you see how easily you can recognize that RB? And now look at the fake one. Although that this one is the mirror blue, but can you see how thick is that? So now you know somehow that these two, they are not anything like each other. This one is absolutely fake and this one is absolutely real. Of course, they told me that this one is a good fake, but you cannot be sure about the quality of the lenses. So now you know that if the lens is fake and by any chance you look at the sun by this, and then your eyes are going to be damaged. But this one, you know that you are protected, at least you are protected. Anyhow, this was a video about how to recognize the fake RayBan versus the genuine one. I hope you enjoyed this video. And then the price, this is something else. The price of this, just in blue or whatever, orange or whatever color that it comes, gray or mirror or whatever, starts from £110 up to £150, depends on the packaging and presentation, and somehow you can buy something as a gift because it comes as a gift box, and then that gift box is £150. pounds. But you cannot buy this lesser than 110 pounds, including all the discounted and vouchers that you have, whatever that you have. You cannot buy this less than 110 pounds. And even if they are selling this for 102 pounds, still is fake. And the original one obviously is above, if it still is polarized, still is much more expensive than 150 pounds. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and find it helpful, and until my next video, take care of yourself and each other, and as always, have a great time.